The wind blew cold the night they found the shed, the kind of cold that gets under your skin and settles there, reminding you that something isn't right. It was supposed to be a routine check. An old property on the edge of the rural county line, long abandoned, rotting slowly into the earth. The neighbors had called it in, said they saw strange movements near the fence line, heard cries, maybe kids messing around. But when Officer Rachel Myers arrived with her K9 partner Diesel, what she found would unearth more than just forgotten tools and rusted hinges. It would shatter assumptions, rekindle humanity, and forever bind a community through the unshakable loyalty of one determined dog. Before we dive deeper into this emotional journey, please take a moment to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and share it with someone who believes in kindness, second chances, and the loyalty of animals. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Justice on Paws, for more powerful stories like this one. Rachel had seen plenty in her 10 years on the force. Runaways, domestic disputes, overdoses in empty barns, rural peace was often just a thin veil. Diesel, her K9 unit, a 4-year-old Belgian Malinois, was her constant through it all. Smart, swift, and intuitive, Diesel wasn't just a dog, he was her second heartbeat. They trusted each other implicitly. So when Diesel's ears perked as they approached the shed behind the overgrown brush, Rachel paid attention. The structure was small, forgotten, tucked between wild grass and leaning pine trees. Its wood siding was warped with rain and time, the rusted lock hanging loosely, like it gave up years ago. Diesel sat down abruptly, tail rigid, eyes locked on the base of the shed. Rachel hesitated. There was no sound, no movement, just the low whistle of wind between the trees. She gave a command to search. Diesel didn't move. He growled low, ears pinned. Then he barked, short, sharp, insistent. Rachel stepped forward cautiously and tried the door. It creaked open with a reluctant groan, revealing nothing but darkness, stale air, and scattered debris. A broken rake. A pile of old tires. Torn tops. Nothing living. Nothing worth this tension. But Diesel wouldn't let it go. He sniffed, circled, pawed at the ground, then darted behind the shed, where brambles clawed at the earth like fingers trying to hold on. He began to dig. Rachel followed, heart thudding. Something was buried. Something human. The investigation that followed cracked open a forgotten case from 8 years prior, a local girl named Emily who vanished at 14. Her family had never stopped searching, but the leads had dried up and the story faded like so many others. Diesel's digging revealed a tattered shoe, bones, and beneath them, a hidden compartment under the shed. What lay within was worse than they imagined, a trapdoor into a basement bunker, carved into the foundation of the land. Crude. Cold. Functional. It was there that they found the truth, and someone still alive. A boy. Malnourished, barely conscious. Eyes wide with silent terror when the light hit his face. He couldn't speak at first. Could barely move. But he was alive. The boy, later identified as 16-year-old Aaron, had been missing for 6 months. Taken from a nearby town, assumed to be a runaway. His captor, a man who once owned the shed, was long gone, possibly dead, but his secrets remained buried until Diesel's instinct tore them open. The story made headlines, but the healing, the real story, was far from over. Aaron's return stunned the community. He had no family left, no known connections. The trauma was deep. He wouldn't talk. Wouldn't let anyone near him, except Diesel. Rachel watched it unfold like something out of a movie. The boy would flinch from every human hand, but when Diesel lay beside him, everything softened. He would sleep with his fingers curled into the dog's fur. He began to eat only when Diesel was near. On one unforgettable afternoon, Rachel found the boy laughing, soft and raw, when Diesel nudged him with a toy. That moment broke something loose in everyone watching. It was then that Rachel decided not to let the system swallow him. She applied for temporary guardianship, and eventually, adoption. Slowly, Aaron began to speak again. To trust. And Diesel was there every step, nudging him forward with a nose under his hand, standing guard by his bed, anchoring him to this new, safer world. Months passed. Rachel and Aaron built a life, awkwardly at first, her used to solitude, him unsure how to live outside the shadows. But they found rhythm. Trust. A strange kind of peace. Diesel, now hailed as a local hero, simply remained what he'd always been, a quiet sentinel with fierce devotion. The shed was torn down, the land turned into a memorial garden. Emily's family planted a cherry tree there, its roots reclaiming what was stolen. And though the nightmares still came sometimes, Aaron always had Diesel. He would wake, trembling, but one look at the dog's calm eyes reminded him, he was no longer trapped. No longer alone. This story is not just about crime or justice. It's about the silent strength of animals. The second chances we don't always see coming. And the people who rise, not because they are unafraid, but because they are brave enough to love again. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and comment below how it made you feel. Subscribe to Justice on Paws for more stories that celebrate the unseen heroes, both human and canine, who remind us that the smallest instincts can lead to the biggest changes. Sometimes, the place we fear the most holds the key to the healing we need. And sometimes, all it takes, is a dog who refuses to walk away.